Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into what might just be your secret weapon for success at university, especially in that first year: finding and creating the perfect study group. Let's get right into it. So, you're starting university. It's an amazing time, full of new experiences. But let's be real for a second. It can also be pretty challenging, especially when you're trying to get a handle on all your coursework and figure out the best way to study. And that's exactly why one of the best resources you have is, well, other students. Teaming up in a solid study group isn't just a nice little bonus. It can be a total game changer for really understanding the material and, acing your classes. But why, though? Why is it such a big deal? Let's break down the real benefits that make putting in the effort to find a good group absolutely worth it. The really cool part is how these three things all work together. When you discuss stuff with other people, you have to engage with it differently, more deeply. That deeper understanding naturally leads to better grades. It just makes sense. And all of this happens in a supportive space where you've got people to keep you motivated when the work gets tough. It's a win-win-win. All right, so you're sold. But where do you actually find these study buddies? Don't worry, you've got way more options than you probably think. Let's go through the complete toolkit for finding your future study partners. So your search toolkit really boils down to 5 key areas. Just think of this as your treasure map, and each one of these is a different path to finding some awesome motivated students. Your first stop, it's right there on campus. You want to start with the official stuff your university offers, like the Campus Learning Center or academic support services. These places were literally created to help you succeed, so they often have sign-up sheets or programs that basically do the matchmaking for you. And hey, do not sleep on the power of those first few weeks of school. Things like orientation or just your first couple of classes are golden opportunities. The key is to just go for it. Say hi, get some contact info, and mention you're thinking about putting a study group together. You'll be glad you started early. Of course, your search isn't just limited to who you bump into on campus. You've got university online forums, class social media groups. This is a fantastic way to cast a much wider net and find people you might not ever meet in person otherwise. Now, this one sounds obvious, right? But it's all in how you do it. Don't just be a face in the crowd. Actually participate in class discussions. Pay attention to who's asking smart questions and seems really into it. Those are your people. Just go up to them after class and start a conversation. And here's a pro tip that so many students miss out on. Talk to your professors. Seriously. Swing by their office hours and just let them know you're looking to form a study group. They have a bird's eye view of the class and often know exactly who is dedicated and who might be a good fit for you. They can be surprisingly good matchmakers. Okay, so you've got a few people in mind. Now what? You can't just sit back and hope a study group magically appears. Sometimes you gotta be the one to make the first move and build it from the ground up. Creating your own group is really just a simple 3-step play. First, you walk up to those motivated classmates you spotted. Second, just ask them, hey, want to form a study group for this class? And third, take the lead. Offer to organize that first meeting to get the ball rolling. When you take charge, it shows you're serious and helps things get off to a really strong start. So, you've got your group together. You're done, right? Not quite. This next part is absolutely critical if you want your group to last more than one meeting. You've got to set some clear rules and expectations. This little framework right here, this is the secret sauce for a great group. In that very first meeting, you need to talk about these 3 things. The schedule, when and where are you going to meet? Consistency is everything. The objectives, what are you actually going to do? Review notes, work on problems, define your purpose. And finally, the rules. How is everyone expected to pitch in so it's fair for everybody? Getting this stuff sorted out from day one is the single most important thing you can do for your group's success. When you boil it all down, the whole process is really captured perfectly right here. Finding that perfect group isn't something that just happens to you. It's a journey. It requires you to be proactive, to engage, and to communicate well. And as we've seen, when you put in that little bit of effort, the payoff is huge. So as we wrap up, just remember this. You've got the toolkit, you know the steps, and you get why it matters. The only thing left is to actually do it. So the real question is this: who are you going to ask first?